YouTube, what it do, conscious. And I'm tapping in with a quick live video, and I ain't gonna hold y'all guys too long, man. Today is Martin Luther King birthday. Shout outs to Martin Luther King, was a good man. Um, Tried to do some good things, with people of all colors, of all races or whatever. So definitely, um, I think it was a great thing for them to acknowledge Martin Luther King on this day and give him this day, because he's well deserved of that. So I think, sometimes, you have some people that put other things before important things in life. And I just feel like, we have to always acknowledge everybody that does great things, man. It don't matter the color, the race. Sometimes if it's sacrificing a dollar, man, acknowledge those that put their lives or put themselves on the front line to try to bring about a positive change, right? And it's also an honor. So, Donald Trump gets sworn into office today, man. Inauguration, Trump train. We finally got Trump back in office. And shout out to Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, for, reviving the TikTok and whatever, all love and all respect, man. But I want to talk about something different this morning, man, while I'm working on this truck. People, man. Sometimes you have a level of respect for people, right? You have a tremendous amount of respect for people, man. But sometimes, people can display something to you and it makes you look at them differently than you was actually looking at them from the beginning. And y'all guys already know, bro, I'm not racist. Y'all should know that by now. Y'all know I go hard for this Trump train, for Donald Trump. I went hard for the man to get back in office. So y'all already know where I stand at, right? But I do have a problem and an issue with those that are racist, bro. Whether you white, black, green, purple, yellow, I can care less or give a damn about your color. I have a problem with people like that. I have a problem with even allowing myself to be around people like that. I try to remove myself away from that type of stuff because I understand how racism, past racism, and current racism has destroyed America and is continuing to destroy America. A lot of us say we stand for one thing, man, but our ways and actions reflect otherwise. And like I said, man, some people may say, well, this person was born and raised and taught to be like this. Man, that's a poor ass excuse, bro. Because once you grow in life, man, and you tap in to history itself, you have an opportunity at that point in time to reframe yourself from all things that made you look at God's perfect creation in a fucked up way. So that's just a poor excuse. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to utilize stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to justify the way they act in towards another color or in towards another race. But that shit don't get no play with me. It really don't. That shit do not get no play with me. And so with that being said, I never thought I would be on here sharing this video. I really thought maybe I would have been at home today, preparing to live stream Donald Trump's inauguration in office, him and JD Vance, and also live stream some things on Martin Luther King, because a lot of folks don't know about Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's was born in different eras, different times, so they don't know the overall dynamics of who Martin Luther King was and what he actually stood for. And so it's always good to tap in to history and historical things or whatever to get a better perception and a better understanding of people and what they stood for and the extent that they went to try to bring about a change. And so with Martin Luther King, man, he was nonviolent, man. He was, trying to lead the peoples in the right direction, man. And I definitely respect them for that. Just like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have a lot of love and respect for Trump, man, because I understand what direction Trump is going with what he's striving to accomplish, man. He's striving to bring peoples together. And this is the same type of thing that Martin Luther King stood for. So think about if we had a Martin Luther King this day right here with a Donald Trump at the same time. Man, that would be something different, bro. That would be something real different. I mean, it would be beautiful. But like I said, though, one thing I've learned about the world, what I've learned about people, When you speak positive, folks don't give a fuck about that. They don't care. They don't want to hear nothing positive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is just so fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Man has destroyed this world. We don't honor nothing. We don't stand for nothing. We don't have morals, values, and principles about ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? And I know I may have some onlookers, and that's a good thing because I want them to know exactly what I'm saying and to be able to hear what I'm saying. Because I mean everything I mean. You know what I'm saying? And today, this should be an off day for everybody. This should be an off day for everybody. Shit, nobody. It's no different from Memorial's Day or whatever days that it's a federal national holiday when everybody's off, everything is shut down. It should be the same exact thing today. Not just for Martin Luther King's birthday, but also for the inauguration, bro. You know what I'm saying? People should have the opportunity to be in the comforts of their home, getting prepared to see our president get sworn into office and our vice president, and also acknowledge Martin Luther King for the great work and the great things that he done, not just for black people, but for all people, you know what I'm saying, in his times or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, man, I'm not too good at sugarcoating shit. I just can't do it. You know, it's only so much I'm gonna just hold back or within. And I just feel like that this day right here should be a national holiday for everybody. We understand, we get it. School is out. Banks are closed. A lot of businesses are closed. But what I'm saying though, for Martin Luther King, for the things that this man stood for, man, for the sacrifices this man made for the world, for the people of all races, man, shouldn't nothing be running today. Nothing, nowhere. I mean, I'm at work right now. I just knew we was off at my job. I said, oh, Martin Luther, you know, and it slipped my mind. I'm like, oh, today is Martin Luther King's birthday, and it's a national holiday, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we probably off today. So I get to sit at home and live stream Trump getting sworn into office, you know what I'm saying? Continue to support him with whatever he's striving to do for America, which is great things, and also Martin Luther King. But obviously, where I work at, you know, they don't acknowledge that. So, and I don't know why. I don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, sometimes, you know, you have to, it's not all about a dollar, bro. You know, I mean, I know I'm not in position to say, hey, I'm not going to work. No, I need the money. You know, I have responsibilities, but at the same time, this is a day that has been given to us to celebrate and to acknowledge Martin Luther King's birthday and the presidential inauguration. Man, you can't get it good like that, boy. You ain't gonna too much get it good like that, you know. But like I said, though, man, you know, people got to come to a realization that at some point in life, you know, it doesn't matter how you was raised or how you was brought up or how you was taught or told to envision or see another person. At some point in life, you got to make a change, bro, because see, you got people's running around talking about they believe in God, they go to church, they up there clapping their hands, they shouting, they doing this and they doing that. But their ways and actions doesn't reflect that they say that they stand for. Your ways and actions must reflect that you manifest from your mouth, bro. You see what I'm saying? God didn't put us here to hate each other. He put us here to love each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, I tell myself, hey, self-conscious, just come on YouTube sometimes and just talk life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, educate the people. You know, drop some jewels on them or whatever. And I just had that feeling today, man, because, I mean, I'm very disappointed right now that a lot of businesses are actually operating on this day. That shouldn't be, bro. I don't give a damn what a person say or how they feel about what I'm saying. I really don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other opportunities for me. I can honestly speak for myself. I can't speak for the next person, but I have other opportunities on the plate, like right now if I wanted to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy and content with where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Not just at my job, but in life. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all about respect, man. It's all about honoring those that actually stood for something, those that sacrificed, those that obviously put their lives on the front line to try to make this world better, man, especially this country. You know what I'm saying? And we know Martin Luther King, you know, he had a strong impact all over the world, bro, different countries and everything, not just here in America. That's just like Donald Trump. Trump has had a strong impact, not just in America, but outside America. He done put a cease to the war over there. You know what I'm saying? The man took a bullet for America. You know what I'm saying? They convicted him on some bogus charges. It's a lot of stuff that Donald Trump had to go through in order to get where he at. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood for something. He loved this country and he loved the peoples in this country. But now it's the time for us to get that racist bull crap out of our minds, man. That mindset and that mentality. We got to get rid of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to start acknowledging, you know what I'm saying, those, like I said earlier, that really stood for something. That's right. We all bleed the same blood, but a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are in it for $1, bro. It's all about $1. But God say the quick if I give it to you, the quick if I take it from you, bro. You can't take that shit with you when you leave here. The U-Haul is not going to follow the hearse, bro. The U-Haul is not going to follow the hearse. So why sit here and just get all ballistic and all out of character and out of control about $1, something that you can't take with you, man? We have to learn how to value things in life outside the scope of $1 or materialistic things of the world. We have to acknowledge that. Fuck the color. I'm a black man, but I acknowledge Donald Trump and I support Donald Trump. I supported him throughout this whole entire process. You feel me? So with me, I don't give a damn about color. I don't care what color you are. If you racist, I don't deal with you. I don't care if you white, black, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Asian, or whatever. If you racist, man, I don't fuck with you, bro. And it makes me look at people differently that carry themselves in that sense, bro. This is a national holiday. This is a federal holiday. Schools are not open. Banks are shut down. Post offices shut down. A lot of businesses shut down. I can understand stores being open. People need gas. People need this and that. Grocery stores. People need food. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. But outside the scope of that, man, let's acknowledge this day. Let's be thankful that we was given this day to celebrate people like Martin Luther King, to be able to acknowledge people like Donald Trump, someone that we know about to get in office and make significant changes. Somebody that's finna really get this inflation, get everything straight for us, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I can't make it up. The man already was putting work in before this very day. But the overall moral of this live video is acknowledging those that done great things before you and I, in despite of the color. We don't care about the color part. Because like I said, when God created man, he created us in his image and within his likeness, bro. This shit right here ain't got shit to do with it. And I despise and hate people, racist people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially those that's undercover. Those are the ones that I'm not going to utilize the word hate, but I dislike those more than anything on God's green earth. Those that's in the closet. Those that present themselves to be one way, but deep down within inside, they hate another race or another ethnic or another group. And I don't care what color that are. I feel the same way about black people, bro. If you racist and and I don't acknowledge you. I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about, oh, well, just what happened back in history. This what went on. We get that part. God done already fixed that. We don't have to dwell on the past, bro. God done already fixed that. Everywhere you go nowadays, you see interracial couples. You see white and black peoples together, marriages, having kids and stuff. And that's a beautiful thing, man. But why can't the whole entire world be like that? Why can't we all have that mentality to say, you know what, at the end of the day, this person ain't had nothing to do with this, or this person didn't create this and create that. Let's just love each other, man. Let's just acknowledge each other. And I dislike racist people, bro. And like I said, I don't give a fuck what color you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, we hate you too. What you mean about you hate me? You know what? Get your bitch ass out of my live stream. How about that? Get your bitch ass out of my live stream. I'm sitting here talking about uniting people, and you coming in here with this bull crap. See, ignorant ass people like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody at my job. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Because I'm going to speak my mind and I'm going to speak my peace. And what I'm talking now, I'm speaking unity. I'm speaking love, peace, and happiness. I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, inciting violence. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King didn't stand for that. Donald Trump is not standing for that. We have a white man that's done great things in the past for this country and finna do more great things for this country. And we have a black man likewise. You feel what I'm saying? We talking about black and white that done great things, and we have to acknowledge that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at Martin Luther and say, well, Martin Luther King, man, you know, I'll see him better than Donald Trump. Or, no, I acknowledge them the same because both of them stand for something, bro. They stand for unification, man, bringing the peoples together, bro. And that's what I acknowledge. I acknowledge people that stands for something like that from that magnitude. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just horrible to know that people like Martin Luther King do not generate the respect that he rightfully deserves, bro. That's right. Let's put hate down, man. We have to put hate down, man. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, if you look at the thumbnail, I have a picture of Malcolm X on there. And we know Malcolm X he hated white people, bro. He described them as being blue-eyed devils, scum of the earth. He was saying this and saying that about white people. It's because that's what he was taught and told, bro. And this is finna justify what I was saying earlier. He was taught and told that. But when he took that trip over to Mecca, right? When Malcolm X went to Mecca and seen how black and white peoples was interacting with each other, loving each other, respecting each other, unified with each other, when he came back to the States, Malcolm X changed his whole frame of thought. He didn't see white peoples in a bad way. You see what I'm saying? So that justifies what I said earlier. Just because you was raised or taught and told to be racist doesn't mean you have to allow that to carry on throughout your life. Because once you reach a certain stage and era and point in life, you can change that. Change is an inner process. Change starts within yourself. That's what change starts within yourself. I can't change you. You know, I can possibly encourage, you know what I'm saying, you to want to change. But at the end of the day, ultimately, it's on that person, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a poor ass excuse. I don't give a damn if a white person or a black person or a Hispanic or whatever say, well, I was raised like this. My parents was raised me to hate peoples or do this. And nah, fuck what your parents did. You 30, 40, 50 years old now. Why are you still thinking like that? Why do you still have that same mindset or that same mentality? You've had an opportunity to grow and experience life to see it for what it is. So now you are ultimately in position to change the way you perceive people or how you see people or view people. So that's just a poor ass fucking excuse, bro. And that's why I commend Malcolm X. He went to Mecca and seen that what was being taught and told about white peoples over here in America, he seen that was a bunch of bullshit. Now, overall, we understand the history part. We understand what the Democrats done. The Democrats enslaved black people. We get that part. We know what happened with that. But it was a Republican. The same thing that Donald Trump represent. And it was a white man, Abraham Lincoln, that freed the slaves, bro. That freed the slaves. It was a Republican that freed the slaves. It was a Democrat that enslaved and hung the first black man. So why is it an issue with me, even from the beginning, voting and promoting Donald Trump and advertising him for president? It shouldn't have been an issue with black people. But see, a lot of us don't even, we acknowledge what we want to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about how they used to do black peoples back in the slavery days. We'll talk about that. But overall, a lot of us don't understand what the Democrats really meant to black peoples, which is nothing. They never gave a fuck about black peoples. They are the ones that enslaved us. Go read it. Go get your book and read it and see what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is valid. I'm not making this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I say, on both sides, it's a poor excuse for a person to say, well, I was raised. Like, I don't give a fuck how you was raised. You know how I raised my daughter? I raised my daughter to love everything and to accept everything that God created. From fucking dirt, fucking grass, insects, animals, to humans. Do not hate God's perfect creation, bro. I'm not raising you. I'm not going to teach you to say, well, look at here. Well, back in the days, they had our peoples in slavery. They used to kill them and beat them with whips. They do this and that. So I want you to hate white people. I don't teach my daughter that bullshit. I don't do that. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's not godly like, bro. I don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can say whatever you want to say, Banks. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not here to battle or to go back and forth with no one. I don't care about that. Please do not come in my chat message with the dumb shit. As a matter of fact, you gotta go. Because I don't have time for that. Get the fuck out of my life. Get the fuck out of my life. I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm on here talking real shit right now. I'm not on here to argue or debate with nobody about nothing. I know the Democrats are the ones that started slavery. I know that Democrats are the first ones to harm the black man or a black person. And I understand that it was Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, that freed the slaves. Now, if you don't want to take what I'm saying on face value and run with it, go do your own research, bro. Do your own fucking research. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm talking about. You feel me? That's just like Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, she had hidden agendas and ulterior motives. She didn't give a fuck about black peoples or white people. She was trying to do for the half original people like her and those illegal immigrants. The ones that's been over here killing and raping our kids and shit. That's what she stood for. She was the work of the devil, bro. But we're not talking about Kamala. As of today, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden is past tense. They don't even exist no more. We don't have to worry about them fucking our country up no more. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance takes over today. Currently, right now. MAGA, make America great again. That's all I'm concerned about. That's all I care about. Donald Trump getting this shit together. But at the end of the day, we still have to acknowledge great people like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was a good man. Even Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, W. Du Bois, good people, bro, that stood for something. But I have a problem and an issue with racist people, bro. I dislike racist people. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care about the color part, bro. Who gives a fuck about that? If you racist, I don't want to deal with you. And right now, my mind is in 1,000 different places right now. I'm seeing a lot of things different, man. I'm already possibly contemplating on my next move right now. I'm going to be honest with y'all guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Because it's bullshit, bro. It's not all about that right there. It's not about that. Fuck how you was raised or taught to vision or envision another person based on that bullshit. That's bull. That's because that's what it is, bullshit. It's nothing. It's a poor excuse for a person to hold on to. This is what, well, it ain't my fault. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Grown man now. You see life now. You done had the opportunity to experience life. It's all about growth and development. You mean to tell me, you mean to sit here and say you acknowledge God as your creator? You believe in God, but you can't accept this perfect creation? Nah. But you got a lot of peoples out there, white and black and other races, that actually believe, in despite of that, God's still going to allow them into heaven and the paradise. Bullshit. You won't make it there. You think God going to allow you somewhere near him or his people when you couldn't acknowledge his perfect creation while you was existing on earth? No, man. Come on, man. That's ludicrous for a person to think some shit like that, bro. You feel me? And I dislike when people use God's name in vain, bro. Utilize God as a decoy and a shield to shield off who they really are overall. I despise that shit, bro. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared to see my man get sworn in the office today. Live stream, we were gonna do our thing together, you know, then come back and display some Martin Luther King content. Even Malcolm X, because like I said, in despite of how Malcolm X viewed white people, when he took that trip to Melka and came back, he had a whole different ideology about white people, man. You know, he didn't view white people as being evil people. Because listen, you have some racist white people. You have some white people that's not racist. You have some racist black people, and you have some racist black people that's not racist. And it's on both sides, bro. And a lot of people say, well, it ain't nothing you can do about it. The fuck if we can't. We can make a change. We definitely can. As a matter of fact, from those times to now, I think we've made a significant change, a huge leap. But you just still have some people that will not allow the hatred and towards another color or race to dissolve out of their hearts, because this is what they have been accustomed to. This is all they know. Hate him, hate her, hate this, hate that. That's all they accustomed to. Man, listen. That God acknowledge hatred and racism, you need to take your ass to church, bro. You need to go to church. If you think God cool with that, boy, yeah, you was taught fucked up. That's not what God stand for and represent, bro. You can't hear it. Hold on for 1 second. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Huh? If you can't hear me, let me know so I can end the live stream. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. But back to what I was saying. It doesn't matter. A lot of people say, well, I was raised to hate or dislike a color or a people, right? That's a poor ass excuse. Because now, once you've grown in life, had the opportunity to experience life, you have an opportunity to change that way of thinking, especially if you say you believe in God. See, a lot of people are profess that, oh yeah, I believe in God. I believe he sacrificed his son, Jesus Christ, on the cross to die and save the world from sin. Your ways and actions don't reflect that. How can you say you believe in God and you accept God as your creator, but you can't accept his perfect creation? That's bullshit. I don't care. I don't want to hear that. So get out of my chat with that bullshit. I don't want to hear that. You hate what God created, and you still think God gonna allow you in paradise. Well, I'm here to burst your bubbles. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm just the messenger. You feel me? But with that being said, I'm getting off early today. We gonna live stream today. The inauguration, seeing Trump getting sworn into office. We're gonna acknowledge Martin Luther King. We're gonna run some Martin Luther King videos today. And Malcolm X. That's what we're gonna do today. So for the ones that was waiting on me to do that, it's still gonna get done. I'm gonna make that happen. Because this is a day to acknowledge people that made so many different sacrifices, man. There's so much stuff I can say about Martin Luther King. There's a lot of good things I can say about Malcolm X. There's a lot of good things we can say about Donald Trump. There's a lot of good things. But until we learn how to accept what God created and love each other, we'll never get nowhere in life, man. We won't. It's not all about a dollar, bro. The U-Haul ain't gonna follow the hearse. You can't take none of that shit to that grave site with you. None of it. The money, the cars, the houses, the clothes, the jewelry, you can't take none of that shit with you. Period. And God say that once you disobedient with the blessings he bestow upon you, he say the quicker I give, the quicker I take away from you. So you can go to bed tonight a millionaire, wake up a homeless, broke motherfucker. That's just the reality of it. And that's what God does. He displays the way he articulates. He wants you to know that he's in charge. He's in control of all situations. He know what we gonna say and do before we even do it. That's amazing to know, man. Your creator. But we don't acknowledge that. It's not about racist. I'm not racist. I don't give a damn. I'm not racist. I don't deal with racist people. If you black, and if you white, and if you racist, I don't fuck with you. I don't care who you are. You could be my damn brother. If you's racist, I don't fuck with you. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You could be green, burgundy, yellow, Hispanic, white, black, green, purple. If you racist, I do not fuck with you, period.
So it's got all the say. And yours has this button though? No. Yeah. Hey, put that in the dash box for us.
Go ahead and take it. Okay.
Yeah, sir. I appreciate it. You want to pop that out and just have for it? Well, cool. Cool. I don't do that for my phone. Okay. Fill it up.
Heard that, eh?
That's right. I don't care about no color, bro. It's just it pisses me off when people are just going to church, clapping, shouting, jumping, all this joy, passing out, catching the Holy Ghost, but you can't accept all that God created, and you know this is what God created. He created us in His way, in His likeness, and within His image. I can't do nothing about the fact He made me black or created you white or created you what color you are. That was His ultimate decision. That was what God wanted. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just because you was probably raised to be a certain way, that doesn't mean you have to allow that to carry on throughout your life, man. And that's just the bottom line. But then you have some people will still try to utilize shit like that as a decoy, as an excuse to justify how they really feel about people. Can't nobody sit here and tell me to go out here and shoot and kill a person in broad daylight if I don't want to do it. You can't make me do shit I don't want to do. That's my choice and that's my decision. And it's no different with the race thing. It's a choice and a decision that we all have to learn how to make in life, bro. And that's just something God don't want. I'm not perfect. I don't go to church every Sunday. But just because I don't go to church, that don't mean that I don't accept God as my creator. And I know that He's real. He is who He is. He's good as advertised. But I'm not going to sit here and perpetrate in front and fake like I'm just Holy Ghost Spirit type of individual on a Sunday. But Monday through Saturday, I'm doing the works of the fucking devil. Nah, that makes me look fucked up, bro. You feel me? Break the cycle. You absolutely right. And the only way we're going to be able to break the cycle, it starts within self. Change is the inner process, man. I can't change you. I can inspire, encourage, and motivate you to want to change, but ultimately, it starts within that individual. You got to want to do things that you are not accustomed to doing. I can't say that. I can't force that upon you. You're right. The earth is flat. You're right. Stop using it. You know what? Don't use that N-word in my chat. Don't do that. It's ignorant ass black people like you. But you got a problem when a white man call you the N-word, when a white man say a nigga, but it's okay for you to say it. Nah. If you're going to feel like it's a bad thing for white folks to say it, you should acknowledge the same thing on your end.
Ask me what the definition of this anyway. I bet they don't know.
Yeah, you're right. What's the definition of a nigga? Can anybody explain that in the chat? What is a nigga? What's a nigga? You see what I'm saying? My nigga. What's up, my nigga? Man, that shit ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool at all. But we quick to talk about what white folks do to us, but we never talk about what we do to each other, though. That's the point right there that I'm making. We always blaming everybody else. That's why we can't advance in life as a culture and as a race, man, because we keeping each other back. We killing each other over bullshit, material shit. Oh, I'm hard, boy. You don't want to mess with him. He hard. Why can't I step in another black neighborhood and not feel safe? Oh, he got on red, boy. You better not go over there. That neighborhood wear blue, boy. Or you better not go in that blue neighborhood with red. Come on, man. That's bullshit. But we going back to what I was saying. We always blaming white folks for everything. No, we gotta take full responsibility for our actions as well, bro. It's called a two-way street. It goes two ways, not one way. It's a two-way street. You feel me? And that's why I decided to come on here this morning with that. To let it be known. I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you racist, I don't fuck with you. That's just the bottom line. I'm not gonna allow nothing. I'm not gonna allow money to change the way I feel or think. None of that shit. Because opportunities are plentiful. God has made opportunities plentiful for us here on earth. It's how bad we want those opportunities. So I don't care about that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear these lame, poor ass excuses that people's come up with. I don't want to hear that. I don't allow myself to be subjected to these type of environments around people that have that way of thinking, bro. I don't acknowledge shit like that. You know what, CJ? Get your bitch ass out of my chat. Now the bullshit is gone. Economy, social system, most everything in general now. Quinn, you know what? I strongly believe that Donald Trump is finna make a huge change in America. I think this day moving forward, we finna be better off as a country. And like I said, I stand firm. I stand firm behind everything. If I had to do this all over again, supporting Donald Trump, I would do it again. Because I keep telling y'all, I don't give a fuck about a color, bro. Color ain't got nothing to do with it. It's about change, bro. It's about growth and development. It's about bringing peoples together, man. It's about acknowledging what God has bestowed upon us to allow us to be a part of his perfect creation, man, to exist, to love people, to accept people for who they are, in despite of the color. That's what God put us here for. He didn't put us here to hate each other, to hurt each other. Nah, that wasn't God's ultimate plan, bro. And we know this. Us as people, we know this and acknowledge this. And I also do realize if I was on live talking negative, talking about killing people or sliding on my ops or this or that, the third, I would probably have 2,000-3,000 people on my live stream right now, to be honest with you, because that's what we are accustomed to. And majority of that crowd would be, guess what? And I don't hate to say it, I'm going to say it because it's the truth. The majority of the crowd, if I was talking negatively right now about killing motherfuckers, majority of my crowd would be black people. The truth sets you free, bro. The truth sets you free. So we can't sit here and keep talking about white folks, this and that over and over, man. That shit is played out. That's watered down bullshit. But I also want my white brothers and sisters to know out there, even for the ones that hate peoples of color like me, you should feel the same exact way. You should be on here acknowledging this. Because this is what we need as a race and as a culture and as a people, bro. We need to come together. It's all about unification, man. We have to unify. We have to love and accept each other for who we are, in despite of your color. And that's just the bottom line. And I am totally dissatisfied with people that think like that, bro. That just, it's just, I mean, I can't see it no other way. I just can't see it no other way. You know, have I ever hated people or disliked people? I was one of them same type of people that had a fucked up way of thinking. But it took a situation. It took for me to be in a situation to acknowledge self-conscious. That's not it, my brother. That's not it. You shouldn't think like that. You shouldn't articulate like that. So we all go through some shit in life, right? Ain't nobody perfect. We strive for perfection, but we'll never be a perfect people. The person that was perfect is the creator. He sacrificed his son to save the world from sin. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of us don't acknowledge that, though. We don't acknowledge that. We don't care about that. We'll sit here and talk about we believe in something and we celebrate something and we don't even know what we're celebrating. Because the knowledge is limited when it comes to certain in particular things in life. Because we don't do our homework, we don't do our research, we don't do our studies. We quick to take what someone else say and run with it. Just like right now, I can sit here and tell you, hey, John was over there smashing your wife. Your wife and John was in the bed together. You know what the average person gonna do? They not gonna investigate. They gonna take what I say and run with it. And then when it's all said and done, when you to put yourself in an effed up situation, Now you like, damn, how did this happen? In other words, what I'm saying, we have to learn how to make our own choices and decisions in life. Don't allow someone else's wicked way of thinking to persuade you to place yourself in an abnormal situation or position, right? To do things that you wouldn't normally do. And so now is the time. We might run out of money and have to trade just to make it in life. So we need to change. You right about that, Renee. You right about that. That's true. But here's the thing about it. Some people are afraid of change. Yeah. Some people are afraid of change because think about it. When you're accustomed to living a certain way in life and all you know is what you've been doing in your life, when someone take that away from you, it takes a whole lot out of you. And meaning, I don't feel right because this is what I'm used to doing. But guess what? Sometimes in life, you got to be willing to travel down the road that you never traveled. And I'm going to say that again. Sometimes, and this applies to me too. Sometimes in life, you have to be willing to travel a road that you've never traveled in your life, bro. Because at the end of that road, it could become the most beautiful thing in your life that you've ever experienced. And that's a true story. I'm living proof. I'm a testimony. God is telling us we need to change and go to church and be safe in this life. True story. You're right, Abigail. That's a true story. But do you think man acknowledge that? No, they don't. No. Because I'm going to tell you something about me, right? I'm a loyal individual. I'm loyal, right? To God first, right? God first, family second, and career third. That part, that order, that perspective, right? Now, what I would say is this right here. It's definitely each his own. It's each his own. It's each his own, right? If a person want to think a certain kind of way, act a certain type of way, or carry themselves in a type of way, hey, go ahead. The floor is yours. But guess what, though? Guess what a lot of us don't understand and acknowledge? And I apply this to myself, because I was like that at one point. The consequences could become too great to handle, bro. Too great to bear. The consequences could ultimately become so overwhelmingly. You can lose control. You can lose sight. You can lose vision of that true sense of direction that you are walking in towards. What's up, LX? I'm doing good. I'm doing perfectly fine, man. I'm doing what God wants me to do. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Somebody got to do it. Because we got to start your environment being safe and comfortable, acknowledged and respected within whatever environment you are within, whether it's in your home, your community, your job, whatever. You want to feel respected. You want to be acknowledged. And you want to also apply the same thing back to others. This what makes the overall picture great and beautiful. When we acknowledge each other from that magnitude or perspective. You feel me? So me personally myself, when I experience something or have felt like I've been subjected to something, it gives me a whole totally different perception on how I view people. That's me. Donald Trump. That's right. That's right. Martin Luther King and Trump. This is their day. Absolutely. And I acknowledge both of them. Hey, you know what? Run. I forgot I had bought these cookies, right?
What cookie?
Get some, a whole pack. A whole pack, bro.
Oh, man.
A whole pack. I left them up there on that thing. Just get some. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, damn, why I need that? That's on time.
Well, he's good cooking him.
Huh?
He's good cooking.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, I'm about to end this live stream. Just wanted to tap in and drop a jewel on y'all. I will be getting off early today, so we will be live streaming the inauguration and some content on Martin Luther King. So y'all just stay tuned, stay locked in. I'm out.